Hi. Oh. Hey guys. So I ended up doing this look because it's March and it is St. Patrick's Day coming up, as well as my birthday at the end of the month. So it's gonna be a fun month. I haven't been around. I've been planning on doing this video for like a month now, but I gave birth a month ago, so I kind of been putting everything on hold. I do want to do a labor and delivery video at some point. My mom's actually here watching her for me so I could do this video. So I ended up, I'm doing, or did, you guys will see me do it, the tropical color testing. Well, not testing because I did the swatches, but this is me using the palette for this look. I'm using everything in this palette, except for obviously my foundation, my setting spray, and my eyeliner, and my mascara, and my eyelash curler, and my lipstick. Oh, and my eyebrows. I didn't use anything from here for my eyebrows either. So yeah, I did this green and yellow look. This video is gonna be more of a voiceover because I kind of just had to get through all of this, but it'll be as if I'm talking with my facial expressions and the voiceover, even though I'm really not. So here's the look. Ooh. Did kind of look green and yellow. Ooh. And my lips. So yeah, keep watching if you want to figure out what I did and how I like these eyeshadow palettes. They're very blendable. Very blendable. I like how they blend. Just a lot of fallout, and you'll see the struggle I deal with again. So that's it. If you want to, well, you should like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little bell next to the subscribe button to get notified whenever I upload, which is hopefully going to be a little more continuous now that I kind of figured some stuff out. But let's get into this video.
Let me start off by saying this voiceover took a lot longer than I expected. But so far, the shadows are actually really decent. First, I'm going to go in with this skin tone color and my usual blending brush. I just kind of blended everywhere, all over the lid. Yeah, you could barely see it, but that's okay. This is the blush color. To me, it's like an orange blush. And like that's kind of brown. And I just kind of layered that on top. Like I usually do, I always do the skin tone and then more of like I darken my browns and then I go in with whatever I actually want to use. I don't know why I was having an issue with this. And then I take seashell. There we go. And then I went in because they only give you a dark brown. I feel like they should have added more browns into this, but this also had more fallout to it too. You'll see later on what I'm talking about when I talk about fallout. It was worse than the purple. But this is me. I'm taking the same brush that I used last time and just going over the skin tone like I just said. Ta-da! So now I'm going to take this brush. Yes, it's still kind of blue. Yes, I know. I got to clean them. They're dirty again. But that's okay. I'll just wipe it off on a towel. So now I'm going to take this green color. It's called Jungle. It's the darkest green in the palette. When I started putting on, I realized it wasn't really that dark, so I ended up putting a lot on. And this is when the fallout starts to build. But all I'm doing is going from the outer crease, like the outer corner in the crease, and just going inwards and going just above the crease, just to give it that shadow. And for some reason, I left the camera to my hairline. And then I'm just going to continue on to the other side. I don't know if it was the lighting or what, but we had a color brightness issue. On the camera, to me, one eye looked darker than the other, and one eye looked like it had more makeup than the other, so it was a moment. At some point, I ended up just opening the window for more light. But see, this is what I was kind of just talking about, one look darker than the other. And then I'm just using my finger to kind of like wipe the outline or the outside line of the green eyeshadow. I don't know why I do that. I still do that. To me, it just makes it look a little neater. My weird face. And now I'm taking the blending brush and just gonna blend it all out with everything else that's on top of it.
So the next color I took is called Heaven on Earth. It kind of looks like this mustardy green in the palette, but when I was putting it on, as you can see slightly, there you go, it's more of like a lime green, which I didn't mind. It still worked for what I wanted, but it's still highly pigmented. But this is also where the fallout started kind of bothering me, but I just kept blending. I used the same brush I used for the jungle color, which is the darker one before this. I'm just blending it kind of all over at this point. And this is me trying to fix it with my finger again. And again with the lighting. And now this is my little Estee Lauder brush that I've had for years. And I'm going in with the color Mojito, which is a little lighter but brighter than Heaven on Earth. But it still kind of reminds me of the same color. And I'm just blending that all over the backside of the lid, but I'm not going on towards the inner corner. On the inner corner, I'm actually going to use some yellows. Look, this is me blending. Wow, my eyebrows came out really good. I did my eyebrows right before I filmed this video, and I tried to shape them the best that I could. So this brush is a little too dense. I got it from my aunt, but I'm going to use this brush and in the shade Pina Colada, and I'm going to put that on the inner corner. I decided I wanted to put the matte colors down first before I put over the shimmer eyeshadows, just to, I guess you could say, like, set it in a way. If you hear any cooing in the background, it's because I have my baby in my lap. So sorry about that. But this is the yellow. I kind of didn't really fully like it. I'm using the Estee Lauder brush again, you know, just my typical ride or die brush I've had for most of my makeup life. Here we go. Blending again. Remember, you always gotta blend, 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 blend. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that. And fallout. Now the underside of my eye is yellow, and that was my issue with these eyeshadows. And that was my favorite flat brush. I'm gonna go in with St. Lucia. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I can't pronounce things right, guys. Me using my little mirror, because you know I can't see for anything. But I'm gonna put this all over the green part, I guess you could say, of my eyes. I don't know why I decided to put it up past the crease, but I did. So just patting it. I'm doing the same like pat sweep type of motion to get it on the lid, and oh my, the fallout. I noticed that in the mirror and I got so mad. That was that little eye roll. Now we're going to the other side. See, on this side, I think it's just because of the camera, you can actually see the shimmer in the color. I really liked this color. It just seemed like I had to pat it on a lot, but it's like that with the yellows too. Just pat, 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 keep applying, just pack it all on as the fallout just keeps happening. Yeah, see, now I just got annoyed. I'm going to take this little flat brush, and I'm actually going to go in with the shade Sunbathe. It's this darker shimmer yellow. I'm going to go in with the lid, the center of the lid. But I decided I'm going to go in darker, and then I went in lighter on like the inner corner. This was the shade I remember saying it looked darker in the the palette, but then when I swatched it, it was a little lighter. So I'm just putting that on the center, kind of blending it in with the green. Like I always say, you gotta keep blending. But I also kind of noticed though, this shade didn't really show up a lot like the green did. So the next shade I'm actually going to go in with is Vacay. I'm going to put that on the inner corner over Pina Colada. Now you see with Pina Colada, I remember in my swatch video I said it looked like a highlighter. And by that I meant an actual school highlighter or reading highlighter, whatever, however you want to describe it, honestly. But now that I put on Vacay, it kind of enhanced that kind of tone. So I'm not really sure if I liked that, but I know when I put it down on my eyelid, it did not look like the highlight color. Now I'm going in with this little brush, and I am using Paradise City. This is also a flat brush, by the way. And I'm actually just going to put that on the center of the lid where the yellow and the green meet, and then just kind of blending it around. It's just going to give it a little pop on the lid because I noticed it was just kind of a little... It was a shimmer, but a little dull for me. And I originally did this for St. Patrick's Day. And now I'm just going to take the blending brush again and just blend out the colors. And there's all the fallout. My little Estee Lauder brush now, I'm going to use Forest or Jungle. I don't know why I call it Forest. I'm going to take the Jungle Green and put it under from the outside corner towards the middle of it. And then go on the other eye and do the same. And then blend it. I had to cut out most of the yellow because it wasn't actually on the screen. So you're not going to be able to see me do that next. As you can see, I start getting out of frame. And my hair is in camera again. Yeah, most of this part of the video I ended up having to cut because I wasn't even in the frame. It was just my hair. And now I'm blending again. I think I was just getting tired of blending at this point. The colors are really blendable, but they're blendable to the point where you kind of have to add more shimmer. Well, eyeshadows, it doesn't have to be like shimmer, it could be any eyeshadow from the palette. It's kind of what I've noticed. Now I'm going to take my eyebrow pencil, my eyelash curler, my mascara, and my eyeliner, and my foundation. I'm going to do my whole face, and ta-da! I tried to do that transition. I still need to work on how to actually cut it properly. So what I did, I did my eyeliner, but I decided while doing that to put 3 dots on under the lower eyelashes. And now I'm actually going in with the blush color. So I didn't film the color, but now I'm doing the contour. But the blush color is kind of like an orangey pink, coral kind of tone. I don't know how I feel about it. Because I kind of like putting blush like everywhere. My cheeks, my nose, my forehead, sometimes my chin. But I don't know how I felt about it. But no, I did the highlighter. But as you can see below the highlighter on the left is the blush that I used. And then the contour on the other side. But the shimmer or the highlighter, really white. And now I can really see how white it is. When I was putting this on, I did not realize how bright and white it actually was. I thought it was more of like a silver white, not just white. I ended up taking one of my brushes that had the setting powder on it and just kept blending it because I love highlighter on the nose. I think that's the most cutest thing for some reason to me. Oh, and my lip. And I was like, oh no, this is the upper milk lip, like the Got Milk commercial. That's the only thing I thought of when I was doing this. So I just kept trying to blend everything out. And it wasn't. This is like the only thing I gotta say. It was not really fully blending. I finally got it a little bit off my nose and my lip. But look at that highlight. I love a bright highlight. And I just put my Kylie Jenner liquid lipstick on. And this is the finished look. I'm glad you guys watched. And like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. I don't know why,
but I'm about to get up and walk away. I'm pretty sure I did that on purpose, so I just kept it in the video. And this is the full palette. So all in all, I love the palette. I love how blendable they are. It's just the fallout. But thank you for watching.